Hello, YouTube. This is Alzoru coming to talk to you, as I said, about the making of episode 2. Now, here's what originally would have happened in episode 2. It would have been like day 15, and I would have basically said, well, guys, it's time to go and find a new base. And then he went to go find a new base. But on the way there, I found a desert temple, or her pyramid, whatever you want to call it. Usually I prefer to say pyramid because, well, that's what it is. It's a pyramid. So I go inside the pyramid because, one of my rules says that if you find one of these structures, you must raid it. So I raided it and got some diamonds and some other cool stuff, and I left. Once I left, I basically went on my way and, found a village very, very close to the pyramid, actually. It was quite lucky, to be honest. And there was actually a blacksmith in the village, though I didn't have enough room to actually take any of the good stuff he had, so much as I wanted to raid that, I didn't. I did, however, raid some of the crops. Once I did that, I just kinda went in a random direction, found an ocean, kinda camped there for a while. Oh, and just, one bit of advice I should give you if you ever try this challenge is that you should always, if you're going to pause the game, actually pause it. Don't, tab out of the game with the inventory button. Otherwise, time will pass and you will be wasting a lot of time. That's a lesson I myself need to take to heart. And also, another piece of advice, if you see a drowned with a trident, don't bother fighting it. You're probably going to die. Unless you've got bows and arrows, don't bother fighting it. And I doubly shouldn't have bothered because I didn't even have room for the trident. Yeah, sure, I could have made room for it. But would I ever really need a trident? Probably not. So, yeah, that was kind of stupid on my part. In multiple ways, I should have just went on my merry way, and he wouldn't have had the, hours of time I spent trying to find where I died. But the next time, well, when I died for the first time, he left the game for a bit to cool my head, and then I went back and started recording. And, well, he went in entirely the wrong direction. And then eventually I realized that I was going in entirely the wrong direction. And then just basically let myself die. And then I actually bothered to look through the village that I spawned in at first and just, find my way back to my first base so I could get back on my feet. I took some of the food from there because, I still kept most of my farms intact. And basically, I just kinda, I went from there hoping I could find where he just went. Can you tell I'm not doing this with a script? I probably should have made a script. But yeah, just from there, I basically just kinda went off in a direction because I couldn't remember for the life of me which direction I went. And I did at least find the village desert temple again, but after that, the route became pretty hazy. And, take a long story short, he started to make her base, I think, and then I died again. Then I had to go do all that again, And well, to make a long story short, by this point, I know exactly where my first base is. Like, I know exactly how to find it if I need to find it. So after that, it died again. So, like, that's either 2 or 3 deaths that's in counting so far. And, I found my first base again. Hit at the crops again. And, just kind of, rinse and repeat everything I'd done before, kind of go off in a random direction. I found a swamp that I just decided to settle down in. And then, wouldn't you know it, I get killed by a zombie while I'm trying to make a new house. Just wouldn't you know it. And that was all last night. This morning, I had the idea, it's like, wait, I have the footage for episode 2 recorded, why don't I just watch through it and then see what path I took, so I can get all my stuff back. Assuming it hasn't despawned, that is. And I just, I did that, and despite having spent hours doing all this crap, my stuff was still there, which, I always thought that your stuff would despawn in 7 minutes no matter what, but nah, if you find where, like, basically, your stuff is safe as long as you're nowhere near where you died. So, yeah, I got all my stuff back, and then I started recording, and, well, now you guys can see what all happens in episode 2. The, proper episode 2. And by the time I'm recording this, I've actually finished my second base. It's like day 37, and I've actually finished a new Savannah Plateau base. And now that I've actually finished it, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, it doesn't look that great, but now that I've actually finished it and got all the farms up and running, I think now is when I'll start at the 2-week timer. And, just basically, that'll be the intro to episode 3, just, me deciding that basically when I finish a base, that's when the timer actually starts. Because, you can't really live in a base that's not finished yet. I mean, I guess you could, but, I feel like you can't properly live in it because it's not finished yet. But yeah, I'm probably not going to make any of these bases look particularly amazing. So, yeah. I think that's about all I'm going to say for now. But yeah, that's basically everything that went wrong during the making of episode 2. Which again, just, the episode 2 you guys are seeing was supposed to be episode 3. So, yeah. This entire series just kinda got messed up because, well, several reasons, really. As I've said before, I'm a builder and explorer, not a survivor. So it shouldn't be that surprising that I died no less than twice while on a big adventure just looking for my stuff. Anyway, this is Alzurli Dura signing off. Thanks for watching.